Students, hope you are doing well. In today's lecture, we will be learning some interesting topics which can be useful for teachers as well as students during this pandemic era. And the topic for today's lecture is some tools which can be used for video conferencing. So the aim of this lecture is to provide teachers and students with a broad view on different aspects related to video conferencing techniques and their importance in choosing and operating a video conferencing solution. So before starting with the actual lecture and the presentation of various video conferencing tools, we will be learning what video conferencing term is actually known as, what are the components which can be used before starting with the session, the etiquettes to be followed during the session, some of the benefits of video conferencing, and we will be looking after the online sessions on Gmeet, Zoom, MS Teams and so on. So starting with the first point of today, that is nothing but video conferencing. So video conferencing is a particular term which is simply a vehicle for interactive communication which enables one set of people to see and hear people in a different location. It is one of the most basic form of the transmission of images that are nothing but videos and speech that is nothing but audio back and forth between two or more physically separate locations. It is also known as video teleconference. So basically it is known as a transmission of image and speech back and forth between two or more separate locations, which is quite similar to making a phone call, which provides you with an opportunity to talk and see others in real time. A video conference can be between two entities, two sites that are nothing but the locations which are connected to each other via the video conference, or the conference can connect multiple locations. The communication can take place in a special video conferencing studio or on a normal home computer equipped with a webcam, or it can be also done on a third or fourth generation mobile phones which covers this particular type of scopes. This was particularly a video conferencing. Now we'll be looking after some video conferencing components which are needed for a session, which include cameras, microphones, speakers, TVs and monitors. So a camera is nothing but a particular hardware which captures the live movement at one end, so it may be sent to the other endpoints. The video display, that is nothing but your monitors. They are nothing but television and computer monitors which are most often used to display the video. The third component is nothing but audio components which can include microphones and speakers. Often these items comes with the purchased equipment or are inbuilt. Additional audio equipment can be purchased if needed. The next component is nothing but the speakers which can be used to play audio received from the remote endpoints. There are various other additional components which can be required for video conferencing purpose are nothing but codec. This is nothing but your compressor or decompressor, which makes audios and video data files small enough to be practical for sending over expensive network connection. And the last component which can be required for video conferencing is nothing but supporting system and the network connection. There are various benefits of video conferencing, such as it can improve work quality, it can be used for increasing productivity, it can also reduce the cost of the implementation or a meeting. It improves communication between students and teacher. Groups can be met more frequently, critical meetings can be conducted within the convention of the less time, more faculty and staffs can be involved. It can enable site to be a provider of the learning activities. Video conferencing is cost effective when it consider that the traveling cost can be simply lower. It can be based upon various technologies and network infrastructure. Now there are various etiquettes or various behaviors which need to be followed or which need to be managed during the video conferencing session. So during the course of video conferencing session, a number of things can affect the outcome of the event. It can be the microphone, it can be the camera, it can be the eyesight, or it can be the image, it can be the technology which can enhance the quality of conferencing. So these are some video conferencing behavior which need to be followed while a session is to be taken place. So the basic rule you need to follow is that if you are not a speaker at any given moment of time, you need to mute your microphone. This is quite important in a multi-point video conferencing, as if the microphone is open, any sound from the participating side will be heard by all the members of the conference, and this kind of background noise will make it increasingly hard for anyone to hear the person speaking at that particular amount of time. You need to test everything in advance to make sure that everything is ready well before the actual session starts. Leaving well enough alone. If it is not broken, do not fix it. Paying attention in video conference, it is quite easy to start reading emails. Keeping microphones muted and talking on turn, minimizing distractions, keeping local specialties out of sight for the conference, and remembering that a video meeting is a meeting. Preparing and behaving accordingly. So these are various basic terms or etiquettes or behaviors which need to be followed while conducting a video conferencing meeting or a particular session. I can explain you in little bit. So you need to learn the system. You need to be comfortable, maintain eye contact, maintain appropriate on-camera position, move and gesture slowly, speak in strong, clear voice, keep noises to minimum, select clothing properly, and prepare well so that the meeting can be done in an easiest possible ways. Hope you are clear with the video conferencing definition and what are the benefits of video conferencing. Now we'll be looking after how actually video conferencing tools or application works. So various companies have came up with various applications so that the meetings, the teaching learning process won't be affected during this pandemic areas. So in this particular topic, we'll be looking after most important 5 video conferencing applications such as Google Meet, Zoom, where there is Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, and so on. So firstly, we'll be looking after Google Chrome Meeting, that is also known as Gmeet. So Gmeet is a particular application created by Google. Before 2-3 months, you need to download Google Meet application from Google Store. Until and unless you download a particular application, Google Meet won't work. But to reduce the effort of the attendees or the participants, what Google has done, Google has integrated Google Meet with the Gmail account of the Gmail users. So what you need to have is nothing but a Google Chrome browser or any of the browser will work, and a Gmail account of yours. So we will be looking after how Google Meet works now. So what I am doing is I am clicking on Google Chrome so that the browser will get open. Now what I will be doing, I will be opening a Gmail account of mine by simply mentioning the URL of Gmail account. As my Gmail account was simply logged in before, it gets directly open. But if you don't have a Gmail account, you need to create one Gmail account by simply clicking on a particular option mentioned here, or create a Gmail account. You need to simply mention the details of yours and a particular Gmail account will be created. Now we need to search for Google Meet application. So what you need to do is you need to click on these 9 dots. The moment you click on these 9 dots, you will be looking after n number of applications which are being integrated by Google with the Gmail users. So we need to look for Google Meet. So the icon of Google Meet is of video recorder and it will be mentioned below the particular icon. So whatever we are looking after, we got it. So the moment I click on Gmeet icon, a Google Meet interface gets open. So your Google Meet URL or a website contains n number of sections. So as you can see over here, at the left topmost part, you have an icon of Google Meet and the name is being displayed over here. At the right topmost part, what you are getting is the date, the time. Then there are 3 icons where you can provide feedback regarding the meet or the session to the Google team. You can support Google Meet by pressing on this button so that if you are facing any problem, you can troubleshoot yourself there is a particular icon that is nothing but setting. What Google Meet provides is, it provides you a particular option where you can check your microphone, your speaker, and a particular webcam whether it's working or not before joining a particular session, so that you won't be facing any issues. So the moment I click on setting option, you can see a particular message is being displayed. There are two options over there. One is audio and the second one is video. So we need to check microphone first of all. Suppose if the microphone is working properly and whatever you are speaking can be displayed with a sine wave over here. If a particular icon won't be hampered, that means your microphone is not working. Now we need to look after the speaker. So to check whether the speakers or the headphones are working properly or not, we need to click on the test button. So the moment I click on the test button, you will be simply listening to the particular ringtone. If the ringtone is properly played, that means your speaker is working fine. Then we need to check for video. So video displays a particular webcam. If you are visible to yourself here, that means the webcam is working properly. So in this way you can test all the components you need before starting a session. Then there are various two sections your Google Meet interface provides. So this section provides you with the scheduled meetings which are being already scheduled by some other person and the link has been shared with you, or they have been invited by them to you. So the moment you click on any of the invited meet, what Google Meet does, Google Meet redirects to the meeting. So you will get this particular type of interface. The new interface was launched by Google Meet, but if you are comfortable with the old interface of Gmeet, what you need to do is you need to simply click on use the legacy experience for this one. The moment you click on this particular button, what Google Meet will do, Google Meet will redirect to its basic user interface. So what you can see over here, there are two sections. The first section is about the meeting and the section is here regarding join. The moment you click on join now, you will simply join the meeting. If you want to change the background of yourself, you can simply click on change background so that the virtual background can be displayed to the attendees. You can turn off your camera, you can turn on your camera, you can turn off your microphone, you can turn on your microphone. In this way, you can join your Google Meet. This Google Meet can be joined after a particular host has invited you to Google Calendar or has shared the particular link with you or a particular code. If a particular person has shared a Gmeet code with you, what you need to do is you need to mention the code over here and you need to simply click on join. So the moment you click on join, you will be redirected to a page where you can join a Google Meet invited by some other person. But suppose you are a host and what you need to do is you need to create a meeting. So what you need to do is click on new meeting icon. The moment you click on new meeting icon, you will be provided with three options. That is nothing but create a meeting for later, start an instant meeting, and schedule in Google Calendar. So as the name suggests, create a meeting for later. That means if you want to conduct a meeting at some other time during a particular day and you need to share a Google Meet link with all the attendees or the participants, you need them to join. So what you need to do is you simply click on this particular option. It will pop up with a particular message which comprises of a Google Meet link and a code will be displayed over here. You need to share this particular Google Meet link with all the attendees. What you need to do is you need to simply copy this particular link by clicking on this icon and you need to share this particular Google Meet link with all the attendees through any of the social media. So in this way the attendees will get the link to join a particular meeting. So this is the way by which you can ask the attendees to join the meeting. The next way by creating a meeting is an instant meeting. Suppose you need to create an emergency meeting and you need to ask the attendees to join the meeting urgently. So for creating an instant meeting, you need to click on the second option provided by Google Meet. The moment you click on start an instant meeting, Google Meet will start the meeting directly and it will provide you with the new interface which they have created right now. So as you can see over here, there are various options over here. The first option is nothing but a screen which displays the Google Meet link and the option where you can add attendees to the meeting. So first way is nothing but simply copy the Google Meet link and sharing with your attendees so that they can join the meeting directly. Another way to join the attendees or by simply clicking on add other button. So the moment you click on add other button, it will ask you to write the name of the person or the email ID of the attendee so that the invitation can be sent to those person. So the moment you type any of the name of the person, suppose I am typing Jigar, so you can see the result has been displayed over here. You can simply select any of the person and you can send the mail which contains the meet link so that this particular person can join the meeting directly. You can simply write the name or you can write the email ID of the person. You can call the person by entering the phone number. Suppose the person is from India, you can simply select the option from here, but Google Meet has restricted this calling button for Canada and USA right now. So you can simply enter the phone number and you can call the person and ask them to join the meeting. So in this way you can add people without sharing the meeting. The lower button comprises of various icons which will be helpful for you during the whole session. The left part reflects the timing of the meet, the code of the meeting. Then there are various icons which are being displayed at the middle bottom of the screen. So the first icon is of microphone. Suppose you are a particular speaker and you need to speak. So what you need to do is you need to turn on the microphone and speak. But if you are an attendee and you are not speaking at a particular moment of time, you need to turn off the microphone. If the microphone is not turned off, the person who is speaking or a speaker will get distracted and it will create a problem or a hazard during a meeting. If you are asked to speak, then and only then you need to turn on your microphone. Then and only then you need to turn on your microphone. In this way, you can turn off or turn on your microphone. Suppose the bandwidth is consuming more and if you do not want yourself to be visible to others, you can turn off the camera by simply clicking on this particular icon. But if you are a speaker and you are presenting something, it is quite important to be presenting yourself. So the moment you click on this particular icon, the attendees will be able to see it. The third option is your caption, closed captioning. Suppose you are facing some issue with your microphones and you are not clearly, if the speaker is not clearly audible to you and if the speaker whatever he is speaking is not listened by you correctly, but you are quite interested what he is speaking and you can read those messages. So if the speaker is speaking something, you need to read those messages. So you can simply turn on the caption wala part. The moment you click on turn on caption, you can see whatever a person is speaking in English language. So you can simply understand what a particular speaker is speaking. Still, if you are facing a problem with microphone, so in this way you can turn on your caption or you can turn off your caption. If you have any queries during a session and you need to ask those queries to the particular speaker, what you need to do is you just need to raise your hand as you are doing in your physical classes. You do not need to turn on your microphone directly and speak because it can interrupt the speaker. So to follow the legacy or the etiquette of the session, you need to simply click on raise hand button. So the moment you click on raise hand button, an icon will be displayed to all the attendees. The moment the speaker looks or sees the particular icon, they will ask you to turn on your microphone and speak. The moment the query is being solved, you need to lower this hand by clicking on the icon once again. If you are a speaker and you are presenting something, it can be any of the PowerPoint presentation, it can be any of the video, it can be any of the audio, it can be anything, any multimedia you are presenting. So Google will provide you with 3 options to present your idea or your work. So for presenting, you need to click on this particular icon, that is nothing but present now. The moment you click on present now, the 3 options will be popped up. The first option is your enter screen. Suppose you are a speaker, you are working on multiple windows and every time you are switching back to other windows and you do not need to hamper the presentation. So you need to click on enter screen option. The moment you click on enter screen option, a particular window will be displayed and you need to select that particular window. The moment you select this particular window and you share with the other people, you can see that the particular window has been shared with the attendees. So in this way, you can share your screen, you can share your presentation with all the attendees, and you can stop sharing by clicking on this particular icon. Suppose you need to present a single window to the user and you need not to present some other windows which are quite open. So what you need to do is you need to click on present now button and you need to select second option. The moment you click on a window, the multiple windows which are quite in active way will be displayed over here. And whatever window you need to present, you need to click on that particular button. So my single window is being open, so I will be clicking on this window and I will click on share. So the moment I click on share button, the particular window will be displayed on the screen and will be quite visible to all the attendees. Suppose you need to present some videos online, you need to present some audio online. What you want to do is you need to simply open a tab and you need to present it. For presenting that particular tab, you need to click on present now and you need to click on a tab button. So as you can see, my two tabs are open, that is nothing but Gmail and email. So whatever I need to present, I will simply click on that particular tab for better experience. So now I will be sharing Gmail account. The moment I click on share, you can see that the Gmail account will be displayed to the attendees. So in this way you can share tab with the attendees for better experience. Next option which your Google Meet provides is nothing but a whiteboard. A whiteboard is nothing but simply a board where you can write or you can present your working by mentioning on the whiteboard as you are mentioning in the physical classes. The moment I click on the whiteboard, a particular Jamboard will be open and you can simply write whatever you want to display to the attendees. There are various options such as pens, erasers. You can simply write over here. You can see you can write like this. You can erase whatever you are writing. You can simply use the text box for writing something. You can insert image. You can insert sticky notes, and you can use laser to put some of the particular option you are presenting with attendees. So in this way, a whiteboard can be used. The next option which Google will provide is nothing but record meeting. Suppose you invited some person, but those persons are not attending the meeting, but you need to convert minute of meeting to those absentees. So what you will be doing, you will be recording a meeting and will be sharing a recording with the people so that they won't get hampered with the important issues which were discussed during the meeting. You can change layout of Google Meet by simply clicking on change layout. You can change the background. Virtual background can be displayed by clicking on change background button. You can turn on the caption. Suppose your microphone is not working and you need to speak something. You can join Google Meet using your mobile phone and you can use the microphone of mobile to speak. You can report a problem. You can report abuse online whenever you are in a session. You can troubleshoot yourself, and in setting you can check for the microphone and audio. There is third option, that is nothing but host control. So there are three options provided for the host. Suppose you are a person or you are hosting a person, and if you want the specific attendees to join the meeting, you need to turn off this particular host quick access. So the moment this particular quick access is turned off, the attendees you will be accepting will only join the meeting. None of the attendees won't join the meeting, you are not accepting. And if you want all the attendees to join the meeting with whom you have shared the Gmail link, you need to turn on this particular quick access button. If you are a host and if you want another person to share their screen and send change messages, you can keep this two toggle buttons as on. If you do not want other person to share their screen or send message during the meet, you will be simply turning off this toggle button. So in this way you can control the meeting. If you want to see the participant list, you can see by clicking on this particular icon. If you want to see chats, you can click on this icon and you can see the chats over here. So in this way a Google Meet can work. The next way of creating a Google Meet is by scheduling it through Google Calendar. So we'll be looking after how to schedule a Google Meet using Google Calendar. So as you can see over there is third option, that is scheduling Google Calendar. So the moment you click on scheduling Google Calendar, a Google Calendar will be open. As you can see over here, a Google Calendar gets opened up. So in this way you can schedule a meeting. So if you want to join with a Google Meet, simply join with Google Meet so that a particular Google Meet will be created. Google Meet will be created. You can add the title of the meeting. You can schedule the meeting whenever you want. You can simply schedule a meeting as per your convenience. You can schedule with the time slots. Then if you want to schedule the meeting for the whole day, you can click on all day and the meeting will be open up for the entire day. You can add the location. You can simply create a notification so that the notification will be forwarded to the users 10 minutes prior to the meet. You can simply write the message. You can invite guests by simply clicking or writing the email ID of the person in this way, and you can simply save. The moment you click on the save button, a particular meeting will be scheduled and it will be displayed in your Google Calendar. So as you can see over here, a Google Meet was been scheduled. So the moment you click on this particular Google Meet, you need to click on Google Meet and the Google Meet will be created. So these are the ways by which Google Meet can be created and Google Meet works. Now we'll be looking after Zoom productivity tool, which is another tool provided by one of the organization. Now we'll be looking after another video conferencing tool, that is nothing but Zoom. So what we need to do is we need to download Zoom application from Google. So the moment a Zoom application has been installed, you need to simply click on Zoom icon. So my Zoom icon was on monitor. So you can see over here, the moment I click on Zoom, a Zoom application will get started and it will provide you with some options which are quite similar as compared to your Google Meet. But what's the difference between Zoom and Google Meet was, Google Meet was an application developed by Google and it was an integrated application with your Gmail account. But Zoom is not an integrated application. You need to download it from Google or some of the applications or the website of Zoom. So the moment I click on Zoom, you will see the application get open. So our interface of Google Meet will look like this. So there are various icons on your Zoom application. You can see there is a home button. You can simply chat with the people by clicking on the chat option. You can click on meetings so that the meetings will be started. It will display you with the contacts you have during the Google Meet. Then you can search for the persons over here. This is your application or this is your account, so that all the accounts will be displayed over here. Your profile will be displayed. Then there is a setting option where you can check for the microphone and the speaker. So as you can see over here, there are various options provided by Zoom. So start Zoom. When I start a window, the moment you click on the icon, a meeting will be started. So you need to click this button. Then when close, minimize window, you can select whatever you are feasible with. Then Zoom provides you with various emojis which your Google Meet won't support. So there are various skin tones. You can select any of the skin tone you are comfortable with. Then there is another option, video, to check whether the video is working, webcam is working properly or not. Whenever you click on the video, a webcam will turn off, so that you will check whether the webcam is working properly or not. Next one is your audio. You can check speaker. So the moment you click on test speaker, a particular ringtone will be audible to you. If it is audible, that means the speaker are working properly. If you are talking, this particular input level will be moving forward and backwards, forward and forth. That means the microphone is working properly. Hello, 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 working properly. Hello, hello. Then there are various options with sharing screen. Then chatting options. You can simply change the background and filter. Virtual backgrounds can be displayed over here like this. Then option settings with recordings. You can check for your profile statistics and various other options which Gmail provides with you. Zoom provides with you. You can save your recording by selecting a particular directory where the meeting needs to be stored. There are various options similar to your Gmail. If you want to create a new meeting, you need to simply click on new meeting option. The moment you click on new meeting option, a meeting will be created which is quite similar to your instant meeting in your Zoom application. So whenever you start the Zoom starts with a meeting, it will ask you to join with computer audio and it will ask you to check your speaker and microphone. So before joining a meeting, you need to test your speaker and microphone. Suppose you are hearing a ringtone, you can click on yes. Click on yes. Yes, that means your microphone and speaker are working properly, and you can join it with microphone or computer audio. In this way, the Google Meet has been started. Whenever you want to mute, you can simply click on this your mute icon. You can start video by clicking on this particular button. There are various security options so that if you are a host, you can simply provide some restrictions to the attendees, which are quite similar to your Google Meet. You can look for the participant list. You can look for the chat options over here. You can share your screen. You can share whiteboard. You can share iPhone, iPad. You can share the particular screen. There are various options. You can share in Zoom also, which are quite similar to your Google Meet. You can record your meeting. You can provide feedback with the reaction wala buttons, emojis which you have. So in this way, your Zoom interface looks like. Then another option is to join a meeting by using a specific host. So if you have a particular meeting ID which was shared by the particular host, you need to simply add the meeting ID over here and you need to join. That means you can join the particular meeting. Next option is scheduling your meeting, which is quite similar to your Gmail Google Calendar. You can simply schedule your meeting by inserting the date, timing and some other details, so that in this way the Zoom will work properly. So this is what all about your Zoom application. So we have done with the looking after the working of Gmeet as well as Zoom application. So there are many more applications which are quite professional as compared to Google Meet as well as Zoom. So we'll be looking after the working of both three applications such as Skype. Then we'll be going after Team, that is from Microsoft, and we'll be looking after one more application that is nothing but Cisco Webex. So first of all, we'll be looking after how Skype is being downloaded, installed, and how it actually works. For downloading and installing Skype, what we need to do is we need to open a browser. The moment I click on a browser, what I will be doing is I have a particular website which provides me with the free software, and the name of the particular website is FileInfo. So the moment I click on FileInfo in my URL, what it shows is a particular website. So the moment FileInfo is being opened, what I will be doing is I will be searching for Skype. And typing it. The moment I type on Google, I get a particular website. The moment the particular website gets open, I will be searching for the Skype software. So what I will be doing is I will be typing Skype on the search box. So the moment I type Skype on the search box and I enter, I will be getting the options which are having Skype. So what I will do, I will be downloading the first application. So what I will do is I will click on download option. The moment I click on download option, it gives me the option to download the latest version. So the moment I download the latest version, it will be added to some of its particular page, and the download will begin soon. So as you can see over here, they have provided me with a window comprising of exe file, and I will be downloading it in my directory. So the moment I have downloaded it, you can see over here the particular application or the software was downloaded. Now what I will do is I will run the particular software so that it can get installed on our system. So as you can see, I am double clicking on it. The moment I double click on the exe file, it asks me to click on run. The moment I click on the run option, it will provide me with a particular window which provides me with the option to allow the particular program to make changes to the computer. I will be clicking on S. At the moment I click on S, it will ask me for the installation purpose. Then I will click on install. It will prepare the particular application, the as you can see over here, the particular application gets downloaded and it was being displayed on the desktop. So it was auto start. The moment you can see the particular application was being installed, it directly started. So what I will do is I will click on let's go option, and I will sign. I will be signing it. So I have an account with Skype. So I will be typing the email ID of mine. You can see the email ID of mine is this one. So I have typed it and I will click on next. So the moment I click, they will ask for entering the password. So let me check. I have forgotten about the password of mine is. Let me try it. Yeah. So also before the actual password of mine, until and unless you enter the appropriate password, Skype won't get open. Yeah. So as you can see over here, the particular profile of mine was already created. So they have displayed the picture of mine. If I want, I can update the particular profile picture or I can skip. So they will ask me to check for the microphone. If microphone is working properly, it will show that the particular buffers are being moved forward and backwards. Okay. You can check for the audio also. So the moment you click on test audio, you will hear a particular info. And to check whether a particular test call is working properly or not, I will be clicking on make a free test call.
Hello, welcome to testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Hello, hope you're doing well. Then we will proceed with test call. So as you can see over here, the moment we click on continue, the webcam will get started, but I need to turn off the web camera. So what I will be doing is I will be clicking on webcam setting and I will be closing it by using the particular option. Okay. If you change the background, you can change the background by using the particular application or the I will click on continue and then I will click on OK. So our initial processing was completely done. After initial processing, you will get a look of the actual interface of Skype. So as you can see over here, your Skype has two sections. The first section where you have recently chatted, then this section provides you with the option where you can learn about what Skype is providing you, then to create a particular menu. So as you can see over here at the upper part, they have provided with the name of mine. I click on the dot, they provide you with the setting and various other options. The moment you click on chat, you can see various chats happen. If you click on calls, you can see the calls which has been completely done, and if you want to find the people who are using Skype, you can simply search for the people and you can click on the call button or video call button. You can look up the people again by using contacts. So you can see the contacts over there and the notification what will be hitting over here. If you want to update it to the new version of Skype, you simply click on the update button. Yeah. So suppose I want to call a particular person, what I will do is I will be going to contact. I will be calling any of the persons. For example, I want to call a person name as Anup. So I will click on Anup name and I will be typing a message. If I want, I will type a message. I will record a particular message by using microphone option. I can share the contact with this particular person if I want, and I can add files. Some of the files it will be shared. You can do a message in. You can schedule a call. You can create a poll. You can send in the location of yours, and you can simply wave. At least you can say hi to. So this way you can send message to the person, or you can directly video call him. You can call him, or you can add some other person to the current. So in this way, Skype works for a particular meeting. Okay, you can look after here. The moment I click on Akshay Agrawal, you can see they have provided me the Skype profile of mine. The moment I click on Skype profile, you can see the Skype name of mine, the mobile number I am using, the email area of mine, the location, budget of mine. In this way, Skype can work to actually make a call or a video conferencing purpose. I will show you how video call can be placed. We click on phone, right? For the person, and then obviously then I will click on Free Fire, and I will they will be asking for the particular amount. If I want it for a month, free for a month, 50 months for a month, then they will ask you to do the option for checking out. Okay. They need to enter various details of us so that we can get the Free Fire. So for example, I click on Free Fire, I will select like this, and I will set. And they will ask me for credit card and debit card details. So the moment 1 month gets over, they will charge us 690 rupees. So this way you can use the payroll on Skype. Yes, I get to another way for a video. In this way, a video can be taken. So in this way, a message can be forwarded, the video call can be placed. You can make a Skype call big, or you can add some other person using it. So in this way, you can use Skype as a video conferencing. Now we will be going with Cisco WebEx. Similarly, you can search for Cisco WebEx application over here. The moment I type Cisco WebEx over here, you can see there is Cisco applications, but I have Cisco application with me as being pre-downloaded. So what I will do is I will click over here. I will search for the Cisco WebEx particular software to be installed. So as you can see over here, I have a Cisco WebEx add-on exe. So the moment I have find it out, I will be clicking on it so that the particular application get installed my desktop and we can use it. The moment a Skype is being installed, you can see if they are receiving a message, particular message was popped up on our desktop. You can see that there is some issue with WebEx installer. As the application was downloaded incorrectly, so what I'm doing is directly downloading Cisco WebEx meeting to the official website of Cisco. So the moment I type it on Google, what I am getting is I am getting these two options. So what I will be downloading on download Cisco WebEx. So the moment I click on Windows 32 page, what I will get is the particular download will get effect. Like when I click on Windows 32 page, it will get download. I have the particular application on my system. So I want to download it once again. So what I will do, I will simply install it. So I will click on this exe file for Windows installer. So I can see I can download the file. I will start installing this. What I will do is I will click on next. The moment I click on next, WebEx will start getting installed. They will look after WebEx once again. As you can see over here, there are various applications. As you join them directly by clicking on the WebEx web page directly to enter the information. putting information so that you can directly join and sign into the web application of Cisco by clicking on join by the email ID if you have a particular account with WebEx. I have an application, I have an account with Cisco WebEx, so I have mentioned the email ID of mine. I have entered the email ID of mine, that is the account of my site. So over here, there is my profile over here. There I have various options such as home, meeting preferences, site support, normal and feedback. Support one start or meeting order is with clicking on start a meeting option. When clicking on start a meeting option, it will get redirected to a particular page where you can go and open a particular application. You can join a particular meeting on the application if it is finished off, or you can simply join it from a browser. What I will do is, as of now, I will join it from the browser itself. So, redirect to a particular page where I can join a meeting in the browser itself instead of using any of the application. It's a big application, so it will take a lot of time to get installed. What I will do is, they are asking for microphone and camera. I will come out both the things so that I won't be facing some issue. So as you can see over here, a particular meeting has been started. What I can do is I can take this display of mine and microphone by clicking on this option. So over here, the moment I click on microphone, I heard a ringtone and speaker. So you can check the on level, or you can increase the volume also by sliding over there and then you can apply this paste speaker as well as microphone. Then and use audio if you want to speak, you will be using computer audio for the same, or if you are a particular attendee only, you can click on the connect to audio. Then click on go to screen so that a web camera can get started. You can use by clicking on this option. You can turn off the webcam by clicking on this particular option so that you won't go to some other person. And after that, you can start a meeting so that a particular meeting can get started and you can invite various person. You can see over here, I have started with a meeting, so it will be displaying as a host under the name of mine. If I click on these three icons, start the meeting, I will be stopping there. Then you can change the layout of the particular meeting where you can find the people finding this with. You can go with the way of, you can go with this way of, you can see the person or the people at this center side. You can go with this system view. You can go over the I will escape to that. So by pressing the escape button, you can turn off the. So in this way, we can press escape button to disable the full screen. As you can see over here, the 50 minutes free provided by Cisco WebEx has been over. So we need to upgrade to enjoy the unlimited time provided by them. Okay. Our system application has also been installed. Now what we will be doing, we will be launching the system application to check how the WebEx is working. Yeah, guys, and the way it is getting open. The moment you start with WebEx, the screen will appear on the screen. You just need to agree, and our system application will get open. So the email address of ours I am mentioning, and I will click on next. You can simply join a meeting directly by pressing on the button provided at the bottom of the screen. The moment you click on the particular button, what you will get is you need to enter the particular code shared by the host. Yeah, what we have done now is we have entered the email ID of ours to which the account for WebEx was created. We enter and we will be getting the interface soon as this particular application is first more time with the password. I will click on time. It will take much more time as this application is quite bigger in size, so it will be little bit complicated or it will be slower to process with the particular application of ours. So as you can see over here, it is not responding. We will be just to say let me restart this particular application. Using the task. So we will be reopening the particular application once. Next. You need your internet connection to be always working while you are operating or conducting any of the virtual. I will enter the password and I will click on sign. We will check if it is working or not. As it's the bigger application, it will take some time to get launched. So it's taking us know that it's not responding, so we will check once again. Another email so that what we can do is check out the features provided by Cisco Webex. So what is I will use on this button and Google. Let's go here. I will design the field. As well as my particular system application was also open. Ensuring now this particular address it is taking a little bit time to open the particular system application. While our web application started soon, just to say it starting with the system applications area of mine. So you can see over here I will click on continue so that my account will be linked with WebEx. So what I have done, can with the particular system application, we can message people, we can create people that means we can create a video meeting so that a video conferencing can be taken place. We can again call someone and audio call can be made over here. And while using this particular application, we can share this link so that a video conferencing can take place. What we do, I will be just click on look around. So what we do after a particular web system application so that they have provided with various particular devices. What I will do is I will write the name of my device. Now there are various options for which you can chat with the people by simply clicking on the name of the person who are using WebEx. You can simply message them. You can share a file. You can send a GIF to them. You can add people for this particular communication while it is taking place. You can share a screen where you can create a whiteboard so that you can write something on this particular screen and equal to all that it is. You can share link. Those simple. You can schedule a meeting by clicking on schedule a meeting, and you just need to click open. The moment you click on the open button, the meeting will be open. By mentioning on the add button, you can create the shortcut. This is a particular place where your team will work together so that they can share, they can collaborate with each other, and the work will be uploaded over here. So we need not to search and other places to go after that. Okay. Then we have audio call facility where you can pick anyone's number and you can create or make a call by dialing a number by using this dial pad. You can look after the all list. You can go after checking on the display as per your display numbers. Then you can click on this particular wala button where you can share screen. You can start a meeting directly. You can join a meeting by click on start a meeting. A meeting will be joined, and you can see over here a link of your meeting. You can share this particular links with all the attendees you want to connect in a meeting. So by sharing this particular link, they will join the meeting. You can click on join a meeting, and you can enter the meeting information shared by the host so that you can enter the meeting which is being started. So you can see over here when I click on start a meeting option, it is setting for a room and a meeting will be created soon. Our web application has also been started. So what I will be doing, I am opening it with the email ID through which I have logged in. I will click on sign in and they will ask me for the password. So side by side what we have done, we have checked for both the application, that is system application as well as web application. So as you can see over here, the moment the meeting was started, webcam started. You can see over here, you can mute yourself by clicking on this button. You can stop video by clicking on this button. Yeah, so this is the user interface by which a meeting can be created. And as I have created a meeting, you can see a name of mine, and below that you can see it post as me. And you can see yourself in this particular screen when the webcam gets started. You can stop the video by clicking on this particular button. The moment you click, webcam will be closed. You can mute yourself by clicking on this particular button. You can share your screen by clicking on share button, where you can select any of the type you want to share. Then you can start recording of a meet. You can send emojis while someone is talking so that you can appreciate themselves, which is similar to your Zoom. This option is quite similar to your Google Meet. If you have any queries, you need to raise your hand so that others won't be affected when you are disturbing them. Yeah, there is a particular option where you can see many other options. You can connect it to a video system. If your microphone is not working, then you can log in so that none of the other people can join the meeting. You can invite people and remind them by sending a message. You can copy a meeting link and you can share this particular meeting link on various social medias. And this is your enable breakout session so that the moment you take a break between long sessions, it can be done easily. Yeah. Then you can see the list of the participants in the meeting. You can chat with them by sending the messages. Then you can see a particular option where there can be a question and answer session. You can attach notes over here. So in this way, a meeting can be started and can be created. Yeah. So we can end the meeting over here. This way, Cisco WebEx works. You can also schedule a meeting by simply clicking on schedule a meeting option. You can mention the date when you need to conduct a meeting, time of the same meeting. Then you can generate a link. You can write the description and you can invite the people by writing the email ID or the name of the people. And you just click on schedule. So this way the meeting can be scheduled. Then there is one option over here. It leads to the web application of WebEx. So in this way your WebEx works. We will be posing web tags and we will be proceeding with the web application of WebEx. As this email address is not being associated, what we will do will be create an email ID so that our website will work. What we will do will be starting from this particular button. We will be signing up with another email ID as our 50 days free trial was expired. What we will be doing, we will be using another email ID to sign up so that we can check for these features. So we will be using my college email ID of I will press next. The moment I enter the particular email ID, what I will get is a particular code on the email ID you have mentioned. As it's shown that you have already clicked on sign in. As I have forgotten, probably I saw the email ID and was incorrect. What I will do is I will simply try to log in once again using another email ID. I have entered the correct email ID right now. As you can see over here, the user interface was created and we can perform various operations over here. So as we studied in our desktop application, we can start a meeting like for this application where they provide us with two options. You can use desktop or you can go with the web. You can schedule a meeting as we have studied in our desktop application. It is quite simple to that, where you need to mention the name of the topic by which the meeting can be conducted, that means the agenda of the meeting. Then you can schedule the meeting as per your convenience. You can mention the name of the attendees or the email address of the attendees so that the invite can be shared to them. And you can click on the start. That means the meeting can be scheduled. The next option over here is you can look for the meeting option where you have scheduled a meeting or a meeting can be shown. The meeting that was completed, you can schedule a meeting from here. Then we will be going in preference color part. In preference color part, you will be looking after the language, then your personal groups, name, your post name, then other information about your profile, then connection type, then audio click, so that none of the other people can download your audio. Then in insights, you can look after various options. At the moment you start with the identity meeting, the insights about the meeting will be reflected over here. You can mention, if you are facing any problem during the meet, you can kindly click on these two email IDs so that you can share the experience of yours with the support team. If during a meeting someone has shared some notes, you can download those particular notes from here, as well as you can download the desktop application from here, which are comfortable or compatible with some other operating system. And you can provide the feedback of yours while attending the Cisco meeting with the team of Cisco WebEx so that they can improve or they can add new feature for the meet. So in this way we can work with Cisco WebEx. Now we will be looking after some other application. Last application of our first module, that is nothing but Microsoft Teams. So kindly give me a moment to download Microsoft Teams. Now we will look after Microsoft Teams. Similar to Google WebEx, we will be looking after Microsoft Teams, which is a most important tool used by various organizations so that the virtual conference can be taken place. So MS Team, it has both the options. You can use system application as well as web application for the same. So the moment I write MS Teams in the Google browser, what you can see is they are provided with the particular option. So I will be clicking on Microsoft Teams group chat software here. So as you can see over here, we can sign up for free. We can download Teams as our system application. So what I will do is I will sign up for free as of now. Then after that we will be looking after how the web application looks, and later we will be proceeding with the system application. So I have an email ID of Microsoft with me. So it is just a second. I have an account, so that what I will do is I will directly sign in. I won't be wasting time for signing up. So the moment I click on sign in, what they will do is they will ask for the email. This is my email ID. I will be clicking on next. And wait, let me check my password. Hope this is the correct password I entered. So I will check for the password just a sec. I remembered my password just a sec. I will log in. I remember the password of mine. Then I will click on next. So the moment I click on the next, we click on next so that we can come up with the particular Microsoft Teams. So as you can see over here, the Microsoft Teams is getting open, which is one of the most important tools for conducting virtual video conferencing with your team, so that the time and the cost of conducting a meeting will be saved and the idea will be clear to each and everyone. Just a sec, it is getting authenticate by the Microsoft Office people, so that authentic user will only go with Microsoft Teams. One of the other person can use those credentials for teaching purpose. So the moment the authentication is in done place, the particular password, it will start with the Microsoft. What we will be doing, we will be taking as person, and I will be continuing. So that the Microsoft will be entering the password. Again the password. Just a sec. Let me check it once again. It is providing quite few, and they are quite strict with their particular system, so that none of the person can breach the security. It is complete. we check it once again. What's the issue over here? We will download Microsoft Teams directly. Directly will be proceeding with lecture on system application. Download Teams. We are downloading Teams for our next moment. It will download it. It will take the particular application so that it can get installed on our system. So each there is way out better. It is getting installed. We'll wait until the application gets installed. To perform the digital application of us, if we sign it up, we look how it works. This is my Microsoft web application page, and then click on the Teams. It is either towards the sign up option. Moment I click on sign up option, it's quite a issue. The particular Microsoft Teams server, they are not taking the password which I have entered correct. So we will check with the desktop application once. We are switching to our application. It will take a moment. So as you can see, Microsoft Teams has been started. Is the desktop application of theirs. where you can see that they have provided us with the link directly so that we can copy this link and we can share this particular link with all the attendees who need people to attend your meeting through social media. And we have our team name over here, and we can perform various activities where we can approve the new members directly or we can approve them one by one. So to approve them directly, we can enable AutoWeb, and if you want to have address to enter the meeting, we will be disabling AutoWeb. So for as of I am enabling the AutoLog. When I click on activity, what we are doing is we will be getting some performance. And we can perform various activities such as we can perform video calls and so on. The moment we click on chat, we can chat with the people who are in the meeting. Next one is team. Those who are in the meeting can be displayed over here. By click on meeting, you can simply start the meeting. Just a second, it's loading. It will forward you with two options. That is nothing but to start the meeting right now as you are doing it. Instant meeting of Zoom. And if you want to schedule a meeting, you can schedule a meeting. We will be looking after both the options one by one. So first of all, we will be going with Meet Now option. So the moment I click on Meet Now option, what I will be getting is a meeting will be started directly. The meeting all directly started. You can see yourself in this particular section by turning on the camera. You can change the background filters if you do not want the background to be visible to the attendees. You can join the meeting by using computer audio. You can change it to room audio. You can also turn it off. So in this way, you can perform various prerequisites before joining the meeting. The moment I click on join now, just click on this. I will click on join now. You can check for the speaker and all. So then I will allow access. So the moment I click on allow access, meeting will be joined. So we can open the meeting and share with participants. We can add participants manually by entering the name, the people, and the meeting page will be displayed. There you can hide the participant if you want. You can show and hide the conversation. You can raise your hand if you have any queries. You can break out groups for more than one meetings. Then there are setting options over here where you can go for the device settings. You can provide with meeting options. There will be a number of meeting options which you can see over here. Then 12 options are present over here. You can go with full screen. You can apply background filters. You can turn on live caption if you are not able to hear anyone. If you want to call some person, you can use dial pad and dial the number of the person. Then you can turn off the incoming video. You can still turn on your video camera like this. You can turn off your microphone and video using that particular option, and you can share your content by using this option. So in this way, Microsoft Teams works. Yeah. We'll be using the meeting as of now. Then we'll be looking after some other option by which we can see them. The moment I click on the meeting, it will ask for the title of the meeting, the date, when the meeting can be scheduled, and the time of the meeting. So if this one is being scheduled, then you can call any of the person by clicking on call button. You can create dials to dials. You can create a group so that virtual broadcasting can be done. Group call can be made. You can have the list of the contacts who are using Teams. Then the history of the calls made. You can send voice calls. You can share files with people who are working over here. You can download the files you have been shared with. Then there are other options. You can go for the approvals, sales, insights, and many other options over here by Microsoft. These are nothing but various applications which Microsoft provides details compared to what Google applications. So in this way, Microsoft works. So to understand each and every concept of video conferencing, how the video conferencing tool works, if you have any queries, you can reach me out on the email ID of mine, which is nothing but akshay.agarwal@universal.edu. Hope you enjoyed this session. All the best. and we'll be soon joining module 2. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.